Hey everybody, and welcome to the new episode of Blockchain Central. First of all, please note that this content does neither represent financial, legal, or tax advice, nor is it supposed to be understood or interpreted as solicitation to buy or sell any securities, coins, or tokens. In this video, we'll take a closer look at a cryptocurrency known as Dash. Dash stands for digital cash. We'll talk about the main features of Dash, namely Masternodes, instant SIN, and private SIN, as well as how it is developed. As the name already suggests, Dash wants to serve as a digital currency to users around the globe. Let's talk about how they are trying to do this and what makes Dash different from the other cryptocurrencies. Dash is based on the Bitcoin protocol, with a few differences and improvements compared to its bigger brother. This blockchain-based technology has a faster block rate, larger blocks, and so-called masternodes. As we already know from earlier videos about Bitcoin, nodes are basically different computers inside the network which can verify the transactions. For example, when I'm sending you Bitcoins, I can broadcast this information to a single node which will distribute the information to other nodes until everyone in the network has verified our transaction. Nodes also help miners create new blocks on the blockchain. In the Dash network, masternodes are very similar to the nodes in Bitcoin network with additional features. If you want to set up a masternode, you have to deposit 1,000 Dash, which is approximately 450,000 USD. In return, masternodes have more responsibility in the network than normal nodes. The deposit is an incentive for the owner of a masternode to behave responsibly and can otherwise be revoked by the network. Besides this, masternodes have two additional features: instant SIN and private SIN. Instant SIN is exactly what it sounds like. It allows for an instant approval of a transaction by the network. Doing so for instant SIN transactions is confirmed on the spot, and you don't have to wait for any confirmations from other nodes. This is actually a big advantage over Bitcoin and helps Dash perform just like a digital cash. Private SIN, on the other hand, protects our privacy while transferring money in the network. This comes with a few limitations for transactions. You can only send amounts, which are multiples of 0.0 Dash. The reason for this is the mechanism called CoinJoin. CoinJoin brings together Dash users who want to send a similar amount of Dash and mixes them together. Doing so, it is not possible to obtain the origins of your funds and gives you true financial privacy. The masternodes help mix your inputs and with inputs to two other people. This process must be done for every denomination and may take some time. A private SIN might take several hours or even days, depending on amount and privacy level. Despite clear advantages of private SIN, there is controversy about its quality. Some critics say that the low liquidity and rather centralized mixing of inputs by a few masternodes may harm the actual privacy of a private SIN transaction. Why should masternodes perform these additional tasks? The answer is very simple. Users are rewarded for running masternodes. Every 2.5 minutes, the Dash network creates a new block and rewards miners with new Dash coins. The reward is split between a regular node and a masternode, each receiving 45% of the reward. After doing the math, you might ask yourself what's happening to the remaining 10% of the reward. This reward is allocated to the treasury system of the Dash network. The money is then used for the further development of the Dash network. While other cryptocurrencies have to rely on raising venture capital to fund additional projects or even become a non-profit organization, Dash has its own built-in self-financing mechanism. The treasury budget depends on the value of the Dash and is currently around 2 million USD per month. With this money, various Dash projects can be funded. First of all, there's a core team which is responsible for the development of the cryptocurrency. Then, there are expenses for advertisement to make the Dash network more popular. But there are also other projects such as setting up the Dash ATMs around the world or organizing Dash meetups. As you can see, the treasury budget helps Dash grow and to get closer to the goal of becoming digital cash. Decisions on where to spend the treasury budget is made by Dash DAO. The DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomized Organization and can be compared to a computer system, which is controlled by votes for certain projects. The voting power is given to the masternodes, and every masternode receives one vote. There's an incentive to own more masternodes to have more influence on the decisions in the Dash network. The Dash network has proven to be quite successful over the past 4 years. With the increase in popularity, the value of Dash went up, and today it is ranked among the top 20 cryptocurrencies in terms of market capitalization. Okay, so what can we take away from this video? Well, first of all, You are now aware that Dash is based on the Bitcoin network with a few differences. The two-tier network with its normal nodes and its Masternodes allows fast transactions and instant send and anonymous transactions with private send. Setting up a Masternode requires an initial investment, but gives investors an opportunity to earn money while running the network. Unlike most other cryptocurrencies, Dash has a self-financing mechanism and decisions are made by Masternodes with the Dash DAO. This is helpful for further development of Dash and its digital cash. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video and found the overview useful. If you have any suggestions for further videos in the future and would like us to investigate on a topic, please leave the suggestions in the comments below. Also, make sure to hit the like button if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe to Blockchain Central to never miss a beat. Happy investing.